Tawny Port's going to go. Our plan is to run him and the Jeff Ruby. He was recently fifth in the Risen Star on the dirt. He's 2 for 2 on the synthetic at Turfway. We brought him down here to try him on the dirt. He ran well enough, but just thought, made more sense to get him back on that synthetic. We'll see how it goes.
How much are you thinking with a race like the Jeff Ruby? If he's won 2, he's in the Derby, but it's synthetic.
Yeah,
and it's hard to know how to.
It's tough. I mean, he's a really good physical horse. From the physical standpoint, he's a really good looking horse. Kind of looks like a dirt horse, but he might have some things that make you think he might want the turf or the synthetic. But it doesn't mean he can't go both ways. I think horses kind of prove that all the time, that they don't have to have one particular surface. So we'll see.
The Arkansas Derby.
Yeah, Cyberknife.
Oh, of course. Cyberknife.
He's a good colt. He's going to work here tomorrow. They're shipped to Oak on Tuesday. He's a nice colt. Really like him. Been hounding for a while. So we'll see.
You said that before he ran, because I was asking about the name Cyberknife, and that you said the horse was very tough. If he didn't have the pedigree he had, he might have been a candidate. Speaking of going under the knife.
Yeah, exactly. Tough in regards to just he likes to rear up sometimes, but overall he's improved. He's mentally I think he needs to take a step forward. I thought his last race here was very, very impressive. He ran just as fast as some of the other big races that day, and we'll see. He's got to do it against better company. He's going to get a challenge next weekend there in the Arkansas Derby, and we'll see how it goes.
And you said he rears up at. Do you have trouble even just getting him over to the?
He's been pretty good in the afternoons. It's more just like training. He knows he'll try to get a rider off and go up in the air. He never went over with us, like completely over, which that would be pretty. That's concerning. You don't want to get anyone hurt, but he does kind of rear up and just feel good at times. He's a colt. He's definitely a good feeling horse.
Well, you've had a 2-year-old champion who ran very, very well in the Kentucky Derby. You had the horse that's the adjudged Derby winner. You think Cyberknife has that kind of, certainly it'd be a different path he's taken than either Essential Quality or Mandaloon to them?
I think he has the talent. I definitely think he has the talent to be as good as those horses. And not knocking this group, but there's no really standouts yet, I don't feel like, in this group. Or horses that have set themselves apart. I feel like it's still a pretty wide open Derby. Group of 3-year-old colts. I know a lot of things are getting ready to play out between the Louisiana Derby, Arkansas Derby, Bluegrass, Florida Memorial, Santa Anita Derby. But we'll see how things go, and we're just hopeful that we have 3 good shots. I feel like to get in the Derby between Tawny Port, Zozos, and Cyberknife.
Well, the other thing that has to play out is it looks like a couple of those California horses, Messier, that looked like they were among the best, now are being transferred to other trainers and will be eligible to get in the Derby. And how does that? I mean, you just don't know. In California, they've been running those short fields against each other.
Yeah, and they're basically in the same boat as our horses. They have no points, so it's kind of all or nothing with them. They need to be first or second. But it kind of puts their back against the wall with them not accumulating any points at this point. But listen. The bottom line is, if you go into the last race and you don't pick up any points, you probably don't belong in the Derby, or you wasn't doing well, or something happened in the race. So that's kind of the way it works, and I think the point system works just fine.